is Little Kansas Kitty, and I welcome you back to my weight loss surgery channel. I had the RNY gastric bypass surgery on June 25th, 2018, so this marks my a little over 1.5 year post-op update. I started off my high weight at 238 pounds. I'm 5'6", I'm 39 years old for just a few more months, and I lost 100 pounds. I created a maintenance range from pretty early on of 7 pounds. That's 138 to 145. Typically, I jump on the scale and I show you how much I weigh, and I'm not doing that today because I don't want to focus on the number. I am a little up this week, just a teeny weeny bit up from my maintenance range, but it's normal because I tend to creep up, I come down, but I always come back to that maintenance range, and I've been doing that for an entire year now, 52 weeks maintaining. So I could come up with a zillion excuses. You know, we're all good at coming up with excuses why our weight might be up. And it's been cold out. I started back to work. This is my first full week back to work after taking 3 weeks off because I had augmentation. I had plastics, I had surgery done. And so yeah, I really enjoyed those 3 weeks at home. And then I just, I came back to work and I was feeling bored and unmotivated. And this was my first full week. So I have been leaning towards some of those comfort foods, especially right now when it's cold. But we really shouldn't be making excuses. It's so easy to tell yourself, I deserve it. But you know what is much more deserving is to be happy and healthy and in control and comfortable in your own body. It's also easy as a binger to say, I've blown it, it's over, it's all or nothing. But do you realize that if you do not have those extra few bites or continue to eat, that it can make a huge difference? It's proven that we are highly impacted around the people that we eat with. And let me just give you an example of a couple very important people in my life. So my son, he is very tall for his age. He's 16, he's 6'1" and growing, and he is slim and slender and athletic and active, has an incredible metabolism, but he has a sweet tooth like no other. And for me, a binger who loves their sweets, when it's us and we're together, because my daughter is with her dad half of the week, so my son and I are always together. And when we're, just spending a lot of time together and it's cold out, I tend to want to eat the things that he's eating. And we have been on a cinnamon roll kick lately. He's been on a cinnamon roll kick. So I'm always making like fresh homemade cinnamon rolls in the oven or stopping and getting him cinnamon rolls. And they are so darn tempting and they're so darn good. So I find myself picking at those, especially right now when I'm just looking for that comfort and yumminess, in the cold of the winter. My son is grown, he can eat what he wants, and I have to let him to and not let it really impact me. When I do eat those sweets, I feel like crap. I really, really do, because I'm still a dumper. And so as I'm eating it, I'm like, this is so good. I feel so good momentarily, temporarily, but in the long run, I'm just gonna feel like crap, and I basically am just zonked out. I just have to lay down and I fall asleep, and it's such a waste of time. So I just need to be reminded of how I want to feel, not short term, but in the long run. My man friend, he is also very tall. He's 6'8", he's 14 inches taller than me, he's over 100 pounds heavier than me, but he makes really good food decisions. He eats a lot more than me, considerably a lot more at each meal, but he's very healthy and he does a lot of cooking himself. And so when I'm with him, I tend to make a lot more mindful and smarter food decisions. He travels a lot, and so when he's gone, it's easy for me to be like, oh, I'm just gonna be, cozy and comfortable and just eat whatever I want and then get back to it when he returns. But I need to be disciplined. And yes, I'm up this week, but next week I will be right back down. Let me tell you, yes, I will. Butt updates. Yes, I had my butt augmentation surgery, plastics, 4 weeks ago. And so I'm 4 weeks post-op, plastics, doing really, really good. I had some of the lower back excess skin removed, so I do have an incision line there. I had some fat transferred, a little bit of CC from my flank area into my bum region, and I also had the implants put in. They are beginning to feel a lot less foreign, so I think it's true around that 4 to 6 week range is where it's going to feel much more like your body. Sitting, I'm doing great at sitting now, and that's pretty recent. Laying down, I'm pretty much, I still enjoy sleeping on my tummy and side to side, but I can lay on my back and I can be okay with that. I did have my 4 week post-op appointment yesterday with my surgeon, and it was like really, really quick. So basically he just checked the incision line. He was really impressed with the healing of it. He said I can start scar therapy. And so I haven't done that yet. I am going to do that. I did buy a new tube of Mederma, and he said just start massaging that into my scar line. I don't really have another post-op per se appointment with him anymore on the calendar, but I am still eager to work on some of the flat areas. So basically where the implant ends and my loose thighs begin, I've got flat areas there. And he said, no problem, we'll take care of that. We'll just transfer some fat from down in the thigh area or do some liposuction down there, and we can do that in-house. So I am mad because I was late to make that appointment and I really wanted to have that done in February, but he's booked solid. And so I don't have my appointment scheduled until the end of March, which is unfortunately after my Mexico trip. Dang it. But I am on the waiting list if another opening comes up, and there may be a chance that this one gal in the office that's having a revision done cannot make her appointment at the end of February. So I'm the first in line to grab her appointment. I still have a little bit of tenderness on my back, so I imagine that is from the lipo. There could be possibly some swelling still in there. So, often when you have lipo or any plastics, it can take months to see the full result, between 6 months to a year. So I'm hoping that it will just continue to look better over time. My surgeon did tell me I can resume everything. I can resume all activities, and I have been running for about a week now. And running has been bittersweet. I've been pretty much right back to my cardio level, right back to my fitness level, so I didn't lose quite a ton. I did feel like I was pushing myself during the runs, but still able to maintain a really good average minute per mile pace. At the beginning of the run, totally can feel the implants in there, something foreign, something bouncing around, but being with friends, conversating with them, and I think things just kind of numb out while you're running. Couldn't feel the implants at all. It was like totally off my mind, had no idea that they were there. Now, I say that it's bittersweet because I think I've overcompensated. Not using my glute muscles for several weeks. They were tight running and sitting on a booty pillow, which my surgeon did retire me from. Woot woot. I was sitting on a booty pillow to drive. I was sitting on a booty pillow to work at work. And I had so much weight on my thighs, on my hamstrings, that during my runs, my hamstrings felt like they were on fire. And yesterday had planned to do a longish run about 10 miles because we had really bad weather coming in today. And I thought I'd be fine because I've been feeling really good all week. And 2 miles in, the burn was so intense in my hamstring that it actually traveled to my groin. So, you overcompensate. When something is not working in your body, the other muscles overcompensate. And I think the glute wasn't working, overcompensated into the hamstring, which overcompensated into my groin. I felt like I was about to pull something any second. Stopped to walk, told my girlfriends, I was like, I'm sorry, but I gotta go. I gotta just walk back. I'm sorry. So I sent them along after 2 miles and walked back to my car. Fortunately, I wasn't too far because we had done like a mile out and a mile back, and then we were going to continue on anyway. Was smart about it, felt really proud that I knew my body. When you're active, you know how your body's supposed to feel during activity, and I knew it wasn't feeling right. And so listening to my body, returning back to my car, didn't totally waste the morning. I went ahead and went to the gym, worked on my fitness, worked on my arms, and called it a day. I'm gonna rest a little bit, gonna do some foam rolling, some baths, some massaging, and hopefully I won't be down for the count for too long. Clothes, OMG. Like, I feel amazing in my clothes right now. Like, I'm telling you, I was such a dress girl. I will always be a dress girl. I love dresses, but pants, jeans, like, I just feel really confident in them right now with my booty, and I'm probably taking way too many pictures and sending them to my man friend, but that's okay because I'm proud and I'm working it right now. Quick Botox update. So if you kind of watched my Botox video that I did, I've been receiving comments on it recently, and so I just wanted to provide an update. I'm going about every 3 months for my Botox, and I did go just a couple of days ago. I'm having my lips done on a regular basis too. I will probably be graduating to about 4 months of Botox very soon because I'm noticing it's taking now longer for some of the lines to return. And also for my lips, the first time I used the Voluma, which only lasted a few months, it didn't last as long as I'd wanted it to, went to Juvederm. That has lasted so much longer. And so I, went in for my Botox this week and we talked about my lips, and I was like, I don't think I really need anything. Like, I can't believe it's been this long and I don't need a touch up on it. So I noticed for sure that that's lasting longer. However, she did say, why don't we just, like, if you want to go ahead and just plump a little bit of your pout on the top up. She said we won't do any filler on the lips, but it's basically called a lip flip, and she used Xeomin, which is a competitor of Juvederm Botox, and she just did it for free. And basically no filler, but she just inserts like a little bit on the top, and it basically just kind of flips out your top. And it's very temporary. It only lasts like 2 months max, but she was like, try it out. You should see results immediately. And she said you might have trouble like drinking out of straw or eating, or you might like, saliva might run out. I haven't had any trouble at all, so I don't think she did very much whatsoever. And again, no more lip filler, but just wanted to provide a quick update on Botox and kind of injectables in general. As I think about maintenance and the fluctuation that can happen within just a week, I want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers, Dawn. Hi, Dawn. And she is 13 years post-op RNY and has been like maintaining for an entire 13 years. She did gain about 20 pounds, which in my mind, that doesn't sound like crazy at all. And she dropped the 20 pounds recently. So she has really, really been doing an amazing job at maintaining. I asked her, I said, hey, Dawn, what motivates you? Like, what keeps you going? And she basically very simply and frankly stated, I never want to be obese again. Girl, me too. I never want to be obese and back where I was again. So I know by next week I'll be right back within my range. And that's basically what maintenance is. If you slip out of maintenance, you go right back to it. You can go back to it, and that's why you've created that range. We're not going to be perfect every day, and it's not about being super strict all the time. Maintenance is a lifelong journey. It's about reconditioning your mindset so that you can be sustainable and achieve long-lasting health and vitality.